Hi, this is PlayWarren, CEO and founder of PlayWarren. I just want to say thank you for signing up to PlayWarren, and I'm confident that our product will be able to help you improve your open-faced Chinese poker game. In this video, I will go over some of the features that you can use to improve your game. The first feature is PlayWarren. Warren is an AI that plays really well in open-faced Chinese poker. You can use the AI to practice without losing a lot of money. The AI currently has two different levels, beginner mode and advanced mode. Beginner mode makes decision by not thinking too far ahead in its decision tree. When you play against beginner mode, you will notice Warren play really quick and doesn't really think ahead. In advanced mode, Warren plays on an expert level where he will do multiple calculations before making his decision. That's why when you play in advanced mode, Warren will take a bit longer to make his decision because he's actually calculating the stats. Let's get to it. We're playing in advanced mode right now, so he's going to think a little bit before he makes his decision. So I got lucky here on the gut shot, so I will. So as you can see right here, show hint, what is that feature? When you don't know where to set the next card, what you can do is click show hint. It's a recommendation on what the best play is. So you click it. Warren will show you points, which is the equity of the play if you place in the middle, and the equity of placing on the top. Now, it also gives you the foul percentage as well. Warren gives recommendation based on his estimation of the situation. So in this situation, if you were to place a 6 in the middle, your equity would be negative 2.11, and if you place the 6 on top, your equity would be 2.36. Now, it's important to know that these recommendations are based on estimations only. That means the result is only an estimate. There's not enough computer power in the world to give you an accurate result right away. So if you see Warren's recommendation and it seems a little off, or the foul percentage a little off, or the points a little off, you can simulate the situation. Because remember, when we are playing against Warren, he's making a lot of estimations. He's not simulating the exact situation. So to have a more accurate number, what you can do is you can simulate this particular situation. So when you scroll down, you will see that there's a simulate situation button. Once you click on it, Warren right now is simulating the situation so you have a more accurate result. The screen will notify you on the bottom right when the result is done. You can click on simulation to see the result that we simulated. So here's the simulation result. As you can see, placing a 6 in the middle has a negative 5.21 versus opponent 10. And if you place it on top, you have a negative 5.31 against the opponent 10. So there are some useful stats below. There's the equity, foul percentage, percentage of reaching fantasy land, a percentage of you sweeping your opponent, and the royalties value. When looking at this result, you can be sure how accurate the result is based on the standard deviations. Because we are only running a few thousand trials in the simulation, it's important to know what the standard deviation is for each hand. If the standard deviation is too high, that means the result can fluctuate greatly on either side. If it's low, then you can be confident that this result is somewhat closer to the truth. You might wondering why the sweeping percentage is 12%, even though we have a straight on the bottom and our opponent has a bolt on the bottom. Well, that's the percentage that takes into account how often our opponent fouls as well. And here's the back royalties. As you can see in the back, it says that the straight have 3.59 in equity, even though a straight only has 2 points. Well, like I mentioned earlier, the simulation is capped. So when Warren is running this, he's taking into account the percentage of time that your opponent fouls his hand as well. So he take the added equity of your opponent fouling and add it to the back royalty also. Now let's imagine that you run this simulation and you don't think that this result is accurate at all, or this result is a little too off and you don't trust it. Well, what you can do is you can go back to PlayWarren and you can simulate the situation again, and there will be a blue box on the bottom right corner here that tell you that it is simulating right now. Once it's done simulating, there will be a green box that pop up that tell you the simulation is done. Oh, it's done. And you can go back to the simulation and check out the result to see if it's consistent or not. And as you can see, the number might be a little bit different, but it's pretty close to each other. The equity here is 5.32, the equity here is 5.21, the fouling percentage is off, but it's only off by 1 or 2%. And basically, the reason the simulation result is different is because we are running 5,000 trials in our simulations. So if we want more accurate results, we can run 20,000 simulations or even 50,000 simulations, but that would take forever, and I don't think you want to sit at your computer for that long. Like I say, what you can do is if you think the simulation result is off, you can keep running the trial over and over again. So if you run it 10 times and each time the simulation take 4,000 trials, that's 40,000 hands that you just did, and you can keep simulating the same result over and over again. And that's for PlayWarren and simulation. And here's a scoreboard where you can keep track of the results. So here's the number of points, the number of games, and point average per game, and you can reset your stats. This is a good tool for you to keep track of your progress. So one thing a lot of our customers have brought up is that when I undo the card, our opponent's next card changes, and they think that, well, if the next card can change it, then the user can cheat. And my only answer is, why would you want to cheat when you're practicing against yourself? I mean, you can, but if you undo it, then the next card will be something else. And basically we did that intentionally because we want to help you make the most perfect play without knowing your opponent's next card. Because if you were to go back and you know this card, it might affect your decision somewhat. So let's say you undo the decision and you place it here. Now, where will you play the 7? And you can't be result oriented on how you make your play, because that's not going to make you a good player. So that's it for this video. In my next video, I will go over starting hand and also the EV calculator and how you can use these two features to help you improve your game. Until next time, this is PlayWarren from PlayWarren.com. Take care, guys.